Hello guys, in this session we will discuss about the problems in the calorimetry and heat transfer. In the last session we have discussed from introduction to the latent heat. Now we will discuss the problems, only problems, no concept. Okay? Now let's start. First problem. Now when 400 joule of heat are added to 0.1 kg sample of metal, its temperature increases by what? It is 20 degrees Celsius. Now we want to find out the specific heat. The specific heat means small c is equal to dash. In the question, I think the question is not visible. Let's fix my camera. Okay, it's perfect. Now, in the question, it is Q, that is heat. Now, it is the mass, and it is the delta T. And the question, it is C is equal to 1 by m into delta Q upon delta T. 1 by m is 1 by 0.1 into delta Q. Delta Q means 400 upon delta T means 20. So simple. 20 is 200. Now what are units? It is okay. It is joules. This can be mass. So it will include joule, Kelvin inverse and mole inverse. Okay, it is the first problem. As you see, the problem is so easy. You can try this type of problem many more, but of no use. So simply try this. The second one. It is a bit. The question is quite big. A 10 kilowatt drilling machine. There is a drilling machine of mass of power is 10 kilowatt. Is used to drill a bore. Now it is used to drill a bore in a small aluminium block of mass. What is the mass? It is 8 kg. Now it is 8 kg mass. Now how much rise in temperature now what is the rise in temperature of the block in 2.5 minutes, assuming its efficiency was 50%. Okay, as you see, the efficiency was 50%. Now we want to find out the now its specific heat is 0.91 joule gram inverse and Celsius inverse. Now we will solve the problem. that it is a power. Now, a power drilling machine is used to drill a bore, a small container block of which mass 8 kg mass. Now, what is the rising temperature? If the block is done for 2.5 minutes, then its efficiency of 50%. Then T is equal to 0.1. We want to find out the delta T. First, P is equal to 10 into we want to do in joules. We want to write it is 3.6 into 10 to the power of 6 joule. Now it will become 36 into 10 to the power of 6 joule into 50% because it is efficiency into 1 by 2. So 18 into 10 to the power of 6 joule. I hope this is correct. It's 10 kilowatt. Okay. We are taken for an hour, but it is of no use. Okay. 10 into 10 cubed into 1 by 2. That is 5 into 10 cubed. Wow. Okay. Now for time. What is the time? Now Q is equal to power upon time. Power means 5 upon 25 into 10 square. It is joule. Now 1 5. It is 0.25. Q is equal to 1 by 5 means 0.2 into 10 square joules. Okay. Okay. Then the question is for the minutes. So I want to divide by 60 into 60 here. Okay. Without doing this all, you can simply write down it is 0.75 into 10 to the power of 6 joule. This is the one. Now delta T is equal to Q upon MC. Delta T is 0.75 into 10 to the power of 6 upon, what is the value of M? It is 8. But in the question it is in the grams. So we want to convert it into grams. Into, it is 0.91. So the value will become 103.02 degrees Celsius, right, in temperature. Okay, this is a simple question. But if you use some logics, you can solve it easily. Now it is 50. Divided to 10 power of 3 and Q by T. Power is equal to 1 by 10. So into power is equal to energy by time. So if you want to get energy is equal to power into time. So we can get energy from this Q is equal to Q. From this Q is equal to MC delta T. Delta T is equal to Q by MC. From this we can get this answer. Now let's discuss the third question. First copy this. Okay, let's discuss the third question. It is our molar specific heat one. I hope you can easily solve this type of problem. Okay, the third problem, 0.64 gram of oxygen change temperature from 20 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now they have given Cv is equal to 20 joule Kelvin inverse and mole inverse. Now they have given all, but Q. I have said in one of the lecture that in the question they have given 3 values out of 4. You want to find out the 4th one. And the same will occur here. So from this, Q is equal to M, it is N into Cv into delta T. Q is equal to N. In the question they have given the mass. So it is 64 by 32 into 100. Cv means 20 into 10. Delta T. Ones, twos. So 25. 5 twos. So Q is equal to 4 joules. Yeah, we got the right answer. Okay. Others, it is of simple question. Simple one. Okay. Let's discuss the next problem. The 4th problem. A certain substance. It is a certain substance has a mass of 50 gram per mole when 300 joules of heat added to 25 gram sample of material, its temperature rises from 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. Okay. Now in the question they have given all values. Now we want to find out first the heat capacity is, second one is small c, third one is capital C. Okay. First okay. First I will grab first upper question. If you don't copy this, first copy this. Then we will discuss downward question. Okay, let's discuss the downward question. In the question they have given the Q. Q is equal to 300 joules and the delta T. Delta T is 10 degrees Celsius. So, okay. From this, S is equal to delta Q upon delta T. Delta Q is 300 upon 10. That is 30. That is 30 joule Kelvin inverse. Now, the small c. Small c is 1 by m into delta Q upon delta T. Okay, it is of all. They have asked all. They are testing our brain to either we forgot it or remember. It is 1 by 25 grams. 25 gram means 1 by 4. Okay, that means 1 by 25 by 100 into it is 30. That is 4 into 30. 120. 120 joule kg inverse and Kelvin inverse. Now here capital C is equal to 1 by n into delta Q upon delta T. It is 30 30 into 50 gram per mole. So it is 25 of it into 1 by 25 upon 50. Ones, twos. So it includes 30 into 2 is 60 joule mole inverse and Kelvin inverse, kg, that is Kelvin inverse. Okay, these are the one. The first one, the second one, the third one. Let's check. Okay. Okay, the one second. It is mass is 25 gram. Okay. Delta T is 25 to 30 degrees. Okay. This 25 to 30 means here it is 5 only. Or we can change the question. It is 35. But I have changed the question. It is in the paper it is 25 to 45. So we can get here it is 15. We are correct. Now it is 30 into 1 by 25. Yeah, yes, it is correct. Now the second one is 6. Yeah, you also done right. Now let's discuss the calorimetry problems. Now let's discuss the calorimetry problems. Okay. I think the question solving is so easy and it includes some base logics. Okay. Now we will complete the session after discussing the problems of latent heat. Okay. Now I think it is fifth question. First I will write all the values. M1 is equal to 10, M2 is equal to 5. It is water both, H2 both. And T1 is equal to 70 and T2 is equal to 30. Now they are mixed. That is, what is the final common temperature is equal to dash. Okay, solve this. If you get right, you can. I think you are well in the problem solving by remaining the problems. That is fun. Here it is M1 C1 T1 plus M2 C2 T2 upon M1 C1 plus M2 C2. Now here C1 and T2 are equal. So we M1 T1 plus M2 T2 upon M1 plus M2. Okay, this 10 into 70 plus M2 5 into 30 upon M1 plus M2 15. That includes 700 plus 150 upon 15. So it includes 850 upon 15. Yeah. Okay. So correct answer. Now let's discuss the next question. In the first question, let's discuss the next question. Sixth question. Now there are two masses. That is M1 is equal to, that is M1 is equal to M2 is equal to M. Same mass. Now T1 is equal to 30, T2 is equal to 20 degrees and they have given the common temperature, that is 26 degrees Celsius. Now I want to find out C1 by C2 is equal to dash. I think you can easily solve this problem by converting this formula into M1 C1 T1 minus T is equal to M2 C2 into T minus T2. by using this formula. Here m1 is equal to m2. So we can cancel out. From this C1 by C2 is equal to C1 by C2. So it will include T minus T2 upon T1 minus T. T minus T2. T is 26 minus 20 upon T1 30 minus 26. It includes what? 20 minus 20, 26 minus 20 is 6 upon 4. That is 1.5. The ratio is 1.5. Yeah. Now let's discuss the big problem. So first copy this. Okay. This is the law. Now we are going to discuss the last problem of principle of calorimetry. Now let's discuss the seventh question. Okay. Now there are three masses of equal mass. That is m1 is equal to m2 is equal to m3 is equal to m. Okay. Now T1 is equal to 12 degrees and T2 is equal to 90 degrees and T3 is equal to 28 degrees Celsius. There are three. First, this is the first information that are given to the question. Now, when A and B are mixed, now the final temperature will become 60 degrees Celsius. When T2 and T3 are given or mixed, it is 23 degrees Celsius. Now, what happens if T1 and T3 are both mixed? The final temperature is dash. They are asking, I think so. Yeah. They are asking the final temperature for temperature T1 and T3 when they are mixed. Okay. Let's discuss. And here they are given C1 is not equal to C2 is not equal to C3. First we want to find out the values of C1, C2 and T3. First I will solve the question. Now they are saying that when 1 and 2 are mixed, this is M1 C1 T1 minus T is equal to M2 C2 T minus T2. Now here they are saying M1 is equal to M2. So we can cancel out this. C1 is equal to C2 of T minus T2 upon T1 minus T. Now it is C2 into temperature. It is 16 minus 12. It is 4 upon T1 minus T. Well, 1 second. Here it is when T1 are mixed, this T is equal to 16. 1 second, I will check. 12, 20, 28. When A and B are mixed, they are become. Okay. Okay, we are going a right way. This is T minus T2. Temperature. Okay. Here, student, as you see here, T2 is at higher. T2 is higher temperature than T1. So we want to take M1 C1 T minus T1 is equal to M2 C2 into T2 minus T. Take the 1. We will made in terms of C2, okay? Now here M1 and M2 are equal. So C1 is equal to 16 minus 12 is equal to C2. C2 is we want to find out. Into T2 is 19 minus 16. So C1 is equal to is 3 by 4 of C2. This is the first. Now let's discuss the second one. When T1, T2 or T3 are mixed at 23 degrees Celsius. Now M2C2 into T minus T2 is equal to M2C, it is M3, C3 into T3 minus T. Okay, T3 minus T. Okay, now M1, M2 or M2, M3 are equal. So C2 is, no, we know we want to get in the terms of C2. C2 into T, it is 23 minus 19, it is 4 into C3, T3, that is 28 minus 23 is 5. From this, C3 is equal to 4 by 5 of C2. By 5 of C2. Now we got C1, C2 and C3. Now let's discuss this temperature. Okay. Now for first M1 C1 into let 1 second, first copy this. Okay guys, now temperature T is equal to M1 C1 T1 plus M2 C2 T2 upon M1 C1 plus M2 C2 or the temperature. Here the mass are same, so we can ignore this. Into C1 is 3 by 4 of C2. 3 by 4 C2 into temperature 1 is 12 plus M into C2, this is 4 by 5 of C2. 4 by 5 C2 into T2 means 19. Okay, this is 19. 1 9. I hope this is not visible to you. It is 1 9 upon M into 3 by 4 C2 plus M into 4 by 5 C2. That includes 3's and it includes approximately equal to 4 we can take. So 3 3's are 9. 9 C2 plus 16 C2 upon 3 by 4. Now we want to multiply. It is 3 into 5, 15 plus 16. 15 plus 16 and 20 will go upwards into C2. So T is equal to 9 plus 6 is 25 into 20 of 31 is the final temperature. I hope this is not visible to you, this part, because of the camera adjustment. Okay, now this is the 1, this is the final temperature. If you solve this, you can solve. Now this is the 1. I go question. Now we have completed the calorimeter heat transfer part. Before proceeding to the next topic problems, first copy this. problems, basic or okay. We will discuss the latent heat problem in the next session. That's all for today. In this session we have discussed 7 problems. Okay. Thanks for watching this video. Bye bye. Do